Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Last minute betting with the sports nuts. You know what? Everybody's here except for the regular sports nut. How does that always work out like that, guys? We're brought to you by, betting for a reason. And I guess so. With Mike, it's that way. We're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. We're here to talk baseball, football, basketball, hockey, whatever comes to mind. And we're excited to be here. You might as well join in here, Mike. Join in on the fun. There we go. Now we got us all in here. We got a crew here today. Hope you guys enjoy the stream on X, on Twitch, on YouTube. All right. There we go. Had to hear that. Hi, guys. We got Tristan. We got Jabari. We got Justin. And in the news of the day right now, first off, I got to get to this topic right off the bat.
Yeah, let's hear
what?
it.
No, not with you. Take it easy. I haven't even got to you yet.
I'm already expecting it.
I'll get to you in a second. You'll be soloing when I get to you. What the hell was up with them fans in right field last night? Stealing the ball, the other guy grabbing Mookie's hand. What the hell is that, guys?
Yankees don't have proper etiquette.
Do what now?
Yankees don't have any proper etiquette when it comes to baseball. We know this. Nothing new.
Okay. I didn't know that there was etiquette in baseball. I mean, they've chewed tobacco and spit for years, but anyway.
Well, I mean, we have seen baseball fans get a little crazy throwing stuff on the field and things like that for a sport that, doesn't really shouldn't, be getting that hype, I don't think. I don't know why at baseball games sometimes they just get nuts, start throwing stuff. It's like, man, I don't know, maybe it's the beer, but that's everywhere. So maybe it just hits different at baseball games. I don't know. That was stupid.
Yeah, that was really
glad
stupid.
You got thrown out.
Actually, guys, it could stem back to when they burned up all those disco records years ago in White Sox Field with some kind of crazy promotion. And they threw disco records all over the place. Well, let's get to the other news at hand is Tristan's freaking out. Mike, he thinks the Dodgers are going to blow it. I'm off the ledge.
I'm cool as a cat right now. I'm good. You on the other hand.
I'm great. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It don't matter to me. I mean, I bet the Yankees last night, so there.
Well, they're MLB wants what MLB wants, Game 6, so don't be surprised if
you think they control that, right?
They do.
You think the Dodgers?
You don't think they do, but they do.
You think they went to the Dodgers and said, "Hey, we want this to get to Game 6. You guys got to lose the next two."
This isn't script, Bob.
This isn't 1930s boxing, okay? Where they got to take a dive, all right? That's not the way it works, right, Jabari?
Yeah, that's fair.
It's all in the script. It's what they want. They want to bring it back to LA. They want a Game 6. They want a Game 7. Get the ratings up. Get the views up. I mean, look at I was just listening. The ratings last night beat Monday Night Football. Baseball beat Monday Night Football for the first time in I don't know how long. So
yeah, but Monday Night Football for the last 3 years has been on the decline because it's been trash. It's been trash matchups. So
and Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're not to Game 6 yet. I mean, the Dodgers could very well win it tonight. And
hope they do.
So I don't know. I don't know if there's.
Well,
I mean, I think if they wanted to really draw us in, they could have done a bet. I mean, I don't know that having this thing 3-0 was the route to go. I would have rather seen, exchanging wins keep, you know what I mean? Be more appealing then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But it's a sport. It's a real sport. It's not the WWE.
That's right. It's not scripted. You cannot
You think
script
that's
a
what you
baseball
think.
game.
That's what you think, Bob.
Here's the problem I got with you right now. All right, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Teoscar Hernandez, who is not a good defensive outfielder, made the absolute perfect throw to throw out Carlos Stanton the other. Let me finish. Almost so perfect that Will Smith almost didn't have to tag it. It was that friggin' close. It was that perfect. Now, I'm going to tell you, he could throw that ball 1,000 times and probably wouldn't do that more than twice. Come on. You've had breaks. The Yankees are terrible at base running. They've run themselves out of innings. I mean, the Dodgers aren't going to lose this.
But look who was running. You had Stanton. He looked like he had a refrigerator on his back.
Well, but it still took a perfect throw to get him.
Because he had a refrigerator on his back. There goes my point.
There's another mistake. That's the third base coach. Should have never sent Giancarlo.
Never. I would never have sent Judge or Stanton.
No. But he did, and you got the benefit of that. Was that scripted? I ask you.
Well, here's the thing, Tristan. If it is scripted, your Dodgers are going to be the ones to benefit from the script right now because they got 3 wins.
I'm not mad at the script. I'm just saying they want it to go to Game 6.
Well, everybody does. Jabari, have you ever seen a 7-game series, no matter what league, where they didn't want it to go 7 games?
I mean, yeah. I don't know if I necessarily agree with the scripted thing here because it's pretty much been the Dodgers' first 3 games. It's not a real good script if you're trying to write a compelling script. Yeah, I get it, 3-1 comeback, but it wouldn't be a 3-1 comeback as of like, okay, Ohtani's healthy, Freddie Freeman's healthy, and the whole team is just healthy and they lose the series. No, Ohtani pretty much tore something in his shoulder, so he's at 25% maybe. Freddie's still nursing the ankle, but still gonna win MVP because he's hammering balls. They're just throwing meatballs over the plate. That's what they're doing for Freddie. They have not figured him out yet. So, and then Judge has his own problems. He's like, isn't he like 1 for 12 right now? He's like 2 for 12 or something like that. Something crazy.
8 strikeouts, I think it was.
So that's terrible. So that's a terrible script to write. Terrible.
Right. I don't think it's scripted. All right. So can we get away from sports and everything scripted? That's all I hear anymore. I mean, it's all.
Keep bringing it up.
You and Randall and everybody else, Justin, do you believe in this scripted stuff? I'm just asking you right now.
No, I mean, if it was scripted, you don't think there'd be players that would speak out about it eventually?
Oh yeah.
That's the problem. I mean, there are times on the football field where I see Patrick Mahomes where the defensive lineman literally misses him on purpose. That's weird, but it's no, there's no way there's
to kill my spread.
Right, that happens too, but
just don't bet against Patrick Mahomes. So, the one thing we should have learned
by now, with Patrick Mahomes.
Let's not bet against him very often.
I learned my lesson. I'm never fading Mahomes.
Yeah. So anyway,
I didn't learn my lesson. I didn't. I faded him in the Super Bowl. Bob told me not to. I didn't listen, and I'm not listening now.
Well, keep on losing money, man.
That's fine. I mean, I won some, but I definitely faded him in the Super Bowl. So,
well, and he's
Raiders plus 8.5 covered.
It's true.
You're able to get it
20 Chiefs. If you were on Raiders plus 8.5, you at least covered that spread. I mean, so.
By the way, one more thing. Back to the World Series in Game 5. You also caught another break, Tristan, in Game 1, where the stupid manager took out Garrett Cole after 88 pitches. Okay,
I mean that's his own fault.
Well, I know
that. I don't care if he throws his elbow out. It's the World Series. That's the place to do it.
Exactly. And Ohtani's injury, Here's what I don't understand about that slide. If you watch him stealing bases and what have you the majority of the year, he's going in feet first. I hate head first slides. Pete Rose started that shit. Never did like it then, and I don't like it now. And that's a long time ago, the first time I ever seen a guy slide head first. Because until Pete Rose came along, nobody did that shit. Yeah. Now everybody does it. And guess what?
I don't like
it. Pops his shoulder out. Well, you know what? Those bases are meant to stay there. They're not like the old days where they had a bag, and it was strapped, to an anchor. It's there's a lot of resistance there. So, Chiefs slowly put together a nice team, adding Hunt and Hopkins. Hard not to see them three-peating. Absolutely agree. And by the way, Jabari, I'm just going to come to you here real quick. Your thoughts on D-Hop addition to Kansas City? I think it was a great move.
Yeah. He fills the Juju Smith-Schuster role again for them. Big wide receiver, able to box somebody out. Great hands, aside from Juju, but right. D-Hop, great hands. So,
yeah.
You know what I think is a bigger move, though, is Deontay Johnson going to the Ravens. I think that's an underrated get. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I'll give you that. It's probably an underrated get. What's he done in his career, guys? I really don't.
He's been a very good receiver. I mean, not like.
Yeah, he's been good, but are you going to really go to him over Zay Flowers right now for your man? I mean, how much is he? I mean, right now, I think Zay Flowers is most definitely going to want to get his touches, right? I mean, the way he's playing, I mean, one of the better receivers going right now.
Well, does that open up Zay Flowers even more?
How much more? He's already feasting. And I don't think Deontay Johnson's going to get him, the guy's already tearing it up.
Tell him, Tristan, what baseball player popped his shoulder out and when?
Ohtani, and it was game 2, right? Or game 3?
Game 3.
Game 3, yeah. Slid in.
Well, the thing is, the receiver position is not the running back position. Running back, you could have one decent running back and you probably will be good. Receiver, you need at least 2 really good pass catchers. So I think Deontay going to the Ravens is very good for them. Very underrated kid.
By the way, who's in first place in that division?
The Steelers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Kia Steelers.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, Deontay Johnson's always been a little underwhelming. I got to be honest. I thought he had the one good year with Pittsburgh, and I feel like him and who is the other guy?
Pickens?
No, not Pickens. Claypool.
Oh, Claypool.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them really just kind of been disappointing. I feel, new scenery does help. Where's Chase Claypool at? I don't remember. Chicago's where he was at one time, but he's not there.
Last time I saw him, I think he was in
Buffalo
Bills jersey. Yeah,
Buffalo.
I think last time I saw him.
He was like a gadget receiver, wasn't he?
No, he was slated to be the number 1.
Yeah,
number 1, at least number 2, but he just never panned out. He wasn't number 1 receiver type material. And he never had another receiver on the other side that could keep the safeties over there. They just would all come to him.
But he was the jet sweep guy too, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's 6'4", Bob.
Yeah,
it's not like he's 6'1", 5'10". Reynolds.
He's really 6'4".
Yeah, he's 6'4".
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I told you. He was supposed to be the number 1. He's supposed to be what they were expecting somebody else to be. I don't know what they were expecting him to be.
I think Rashad Bateman's he's been fine. But you look at his numbers and you look at Johnson's numbers. Just for this season, both with 3 touchdowns, Bateman with a little bit more yards. I feel Bateman's been good too, to be honest with you.
Why did the Steelers make this move, guys?
Huh?
Why did the Steelers get rid of him?
Deontay Johnson wasn't on the Steelers.
He wasn't with Pittsburgh anymore this year.
But why did they not bring him back?
Because he wanted money and they weren't willing to pay him.
Oh.
I mean, and he's been kind of, like I said, he really has not been outstanding. I mean,
he's been mid.
Very mid. Him and Claypool, for what they were supposed to be and they thought they were going to be, they're okay. They're decent.
You heard this, Justin. Steelers curse.
Has success efforts? No, I wouldn't go that far. Would you?
Well, I don't know. I can't think of any former Steelers receivers that were great after they left Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean. I thought he was like all Steelers players.
He's talking about AB.
I think their best receiver is Pickens, in my opinion.
Yeah, but Brown wasn't putting up the numbers with Brady that he was putting up in Pittsburgh. I mean, he certainly got the Super Bowl and made some big plays and all that, but it's not like he was just, when he was with Tampa Bay, we weren't considering him one of the best receivers in the league anymore.
He barely played when he got out of Pitt. He played maybe 15, 16 games?
Yeah,
total,
with the Raiders.
Seasons.
That was a disaster with the Raiders.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
don't go to the Raiders if you're a receiver. Randy Moss did it. We've just seen Devontae Adams do it. We saw, who was another guy that went to the Raiders and fell off? Brown, even Antonio Brown. He went to the Raiders and fell off. It's like
Michael Crabtree.
But
he was already on the tail end of his career.
That's what we're talking about. AB.
Yeah.
That's who we're talking about. All right, hang on. Now I got to ask Jabari a question because this is important. Haven't gotten to talk to you about this yet. How big is this injury to Stephon Diggs, the season-ending injury?
Pretty big. But it's next man up mentality, right? I mean, that's why we have pretty much 4 receivers with him, Nico, Tank, and I forget the third one, but
Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, I guess you could say Dalton. I mean, even John Mechie hasn't really had his time to shine, but he may get it now. Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna go back to the regular offense. I mean, Stephon was just a piece added to the offense. He was not the offense, so it'd be pretty devastating if we didn't have other options. But now that we have Mixon back, as long as we keep the run game healthy, we're okay. The offense is not where I'm concerned. It's actually the defense.
Okay. So then my next question is, since we have a Texans guy here and a Jets guy, the Jets are favored in this game. Is it because of the injury that the Jets are favored? Because this is a 2-6 football team that looks like crap.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and as Nico Collins is still up in the air too, isn't he? There's no guarantee he's coming back here, is there, this week?
Yeah, because he was on IR, I think.
Right. Yeah, so I don't know if
he has to sit out.
Yeah, if he's not there, obviously you're without Diggs, but Nico misses another game. I mean, yeah, it could be a little tough sledding for Houston here on a short week, too. You got to remember that. It's on a short week.
And we're on the road, by the way. So
and on the road,
and it's going to be cold, I think, in New York that Thursday. Well, actually, it probably won't be that cold, but yeah.
No, I don't think it's going to be. I think the Texans catch a break there. Just like Miami's going into Buffalo this weekend, they're going to catch a break, too, because the weather's not going to be as bad as it could be. I don't know, man. I
see where you're going, but also we're also not the greatest on the road either.
There's Miami.
Our road games have been pretty close, and or we've lost those road games. So
that's true. They shouldn't have lost to Green Bay.
We shouldn't have, but we did.
Yeah.
So
and you're playing a desperate football team now too.
They have nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
So there's a lot that could go into that. That could be a trap there. I got to be honest. I mean, you see the Texans plus odds, and you're like, whoa, 6-2 against a 2-6 team, duh. But it could be a trap game there, man.
And we're waiting for that statement game from the Jets. I've yet to see it with Robert Saleh gone. I've yet to see it. He was not the problem. They fired him. Nothing's improved. You couldn't even beat the Patriots. That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, Pittsburgh, I'll give you an excuse. Buffalo, okay, I can understand. The Vikings, all right, that's a good team. But the Patriots?
Right. Come on, Justin. Come on, Mr. Jet.
What? I agree. It's been like a colossal disappointment. It's like this team is worse when they had Zach Wilson. I'm not defending Aaron Rodgers or this team. Like I said on last week's show, that the Jets are the first team in the history of NFL to have a game where they scored more than 22 points and allowed less than 250 yards and didn't turn the ball over, and they lost.
Yeah.
That's the first time in NFL history. The teams are 750-1.
Oh my God.
That's so
an
bad.
Insane stat.
That's bad. That's not good. But it's not just one guy either. I mean, because if you look at that game, Rodgers didn't exactly play a horrible game. It's not like he made a mistake that cost him the game. They just are bad.
PhD says Colts be a better team now. Flacco is all-time underrated. The only thing is I think the Colts were 7-1 against the spread so far this year.
They're gonna have to ride Mixon heavy.
Yeah, that's my boy Joe Mixon. Justin.
Cincinnati they made a terrible decision.
Thank you, Jabari. Thank you.
Looking that way, yeah. It's looking.
Joe Mixon.
I mean, Chase Brown isn't really bad.
He's not that good.
He's not Joe Mixon.
No,
that's the problem. He cannot be bad all he wants, but you lost the whole running game.
Right.
That team is struggling. There's no way around it. Cincinnati is struggling, and if they don't get it together soon, they're pretty much going to be in the bottom of that.
Here's the thing: division. Chase Brown this season. He has 359 rushing yards through how many games?
8.
I
wouldn't say that's very good.
No.
That's not that good.
Chase
Brown is not the answer. Joe Mixon is twice the running back Chase Brown will ever be. There's not even.
Thank you.
Joe Mixon early in his career had some injuries, and I think that's the only reason you ever saw anything bad out of him.
Where were you guys earlier this year? Huh? I've been saying this all year long. Let's go.
I did not know that it would hurt him that much.
Higgins is out too,
but evidently it has.
Well, that's not the only reason why the Bengals are struggling, though. I mean,
that's the main one.
Yeah,
that is the main. There's nothing else we can say with the Bengals because they played a great defensive game against Patrick Mahomes. Great. They were just missing something on offense. And then you give up 41 points to the Ravens. You lose that. You lose to the Patriots. You only gave up 16 points to the Patriots.
Oh yeah,
and you lost.
All right. Yeah. So listen, Justin. Here's what Mixon has done. Remember, Chase Brown's played every game. Joe Mixon's been hurt. Got 102 carries, 503 yards, 4.9 yards per carry, 5 TDs, 14 receptions. I rest my case forever.
Oh, okay.
I will have to play devil's advocate a little bit here, okay? Because Chase and Zach Moss split carries out of the backfield. So technically we'd have to take them two together and then compare it to Mixon.
Okay.
And then they maybe beat him by like 50 yards or so, but they still don't have nearly as many. Well, they probably have more carries than he does, but it's still not nearly as good, even with the both of them. We're talking 2 fresh bodies,
right?
And Joe Mixon missed games and still has more yards than them.
Well, let's not forget Pierce either.
Yeah,
I mean, that opens up the game for him too, and the combination of the two of them. I mean, I think the Texans can ride a run game.
Where is Dameon Pierce on the depth chart?
He's like third, second, somewhere around there.
That's what I thought. I thought he was the third running back.
He's got some.
Adeyemi, I think, is the second.
Right, but he's got some speed. Browns make the playoffs with Winston and a health. Oh no!
Absolutely.
You also forgot Deshaun is.
Yeah, he's out.
He's out.
Well, I agree.
I'm great. It's great that he's out. Huh?
Well,
no, he said Winston, not Watson.
No,
I'm saying also that Watson is out.
Yeah, that's why Winston's playing. Yes.
Yeah, it shouldn't be Watson. He should have been benched 2 games ago. He's terrible. I'm sorry. His career's over. As far as I'm concerned, his career is over. Sorry.
Yeah.
I would agree with Tua, and look at him. He's back out there.
But it's not about injuries. Tua was producing. They had one of the best offenses last year. Deshaun has done nothing since he left Houston. Nothing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. Absolutely. Just throw this at you guys real quick. It's early in the season in the NBA, but Jokic has hit his over PRA now 3 times out of 4 games. If you're not writing that bet, then you know what? I don't know what to tell you. 64% last year, 72% the year before, and right now it's at 75% through 4 games. Jabari, we talked about this 2 years ago. You better just keep riding it. Just look at what his number is every game. It hasn't been over 50 yet. And, the other night he had like 60 something,
It's been 2 years already. Good God.
Yeah. Can you believe that?
Yeah. Time flies.
You guys are getting old.
I know. And you're not getting any younger. Yeah. I mean, I definitely, I definitely don't know if I would bet it like every game. I mean, obviously if you did, you're going to make money, but I mean, yeah, at any given night, checking that line, it's not a bad bet to jump on.
Nope. I think it's the best bet I've ever found in my entire life.
Yeah, I think you probably have the record for betting that.
I know. I think I invented that bet.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys should get Montreal Canadiens first period goal. It's hit every single time I place it, and I place it like 5 times now.
Did it hit the other night?
Yeah, it did end up hitting. They may give up 4 goals in the period, but by golly, they'll score their goal. They'll get theirs. Yeah, that's how it was.
They scored 1.
Tristan says, "Bro, it hit again," and I look, and Montreal's down 4-1, and I'm like, "Hell yeah, it did hit, didn't it?"
Now,
score 1.
Yeah. Oh my God! How about last night, guys? We were so close. The Blues screwed us. I had Ducks money line, Flyers money line, and then we had Blues money line.
You had Blues money line. Nobody else had Blues money line.
Well, I had Ducks, and we had Ducks and Flyers in there too. We should have went with the Sharks instead of the Blues. How about them Sharks?
My anytime goal scorer parlay yesterday, I hit 4 out of the 7, but 1 was a scratch, so 4 out of 6. Came damn close. Got another one going tonight. We'll see what happens. Make some money.
I bet you put in Alex Ovechkin last night.
I sure did. And I think I put in Barzal and I can't remember who else.
Kachuk. You had Brady Kachuk.
Brady Kachuk.
Ovechkin is a dog. I'm going to say that. He deserves Hall of Fame.
Who?
Ovechkin.
Oh yeah.
He's going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. He's a shoo-in, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he could break his arm right now, and they put him in, and he'd still play.
Exactly.
Yeah. I saw him when I went to Washington, and man, that guy can hit people hard.
Imagine seeing him in his prime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he
pretty good goal scorer. I'm still, if I got to pick one of the players, though, I'm still going to take Crosby over Ovechkin because the guy is just a much
Mason.
Better. No, Sidney Crosby.
Sid the kid. I mean,
Sidney
his brother.
Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, that's not his brother. He's the Canadian Crosby.
Yeah, Sidney Crosby is by far a better all-around player than Alex Ovechkin. Not even close. And Ovechkin's great, but the numbers will tell you. Numbers will tell you. The guy is just unbelievable for his career. And I mean, how many cups did Crosby win? 3?
Somewhere around there. Is it 2?
2, yeah. So I had Barzal, Brady Kachuk, Kaprizov, and Ovechkin last night. Tonight, are you ready, guys? I'm just going to go ahead and start doing these. I got Brock Nelson, Kyle Connor, Nathan McKinnon, Clayton Keller, Jack Eichel, and Nico Hischier.
No, Crosby's won 3, Bob.
Really?
Yep.
You were right, Mike, and I was wrong.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that?
You going to apologize?
Yeah.
Gonna put out the official statement.
Yeah.
I've said that more than once now. I mean,
you've been having to say that a little more often.
Well, you were right. I was wrong. I mean, what can I say? By the way, Mike's son, which is my grandson, sent me a text earlier. The St. Louis Cardinals have traded away the 2020 ALCS MVP, the 2023 ALCS MVP, and the 2024 NLCS MVP. Randy Arozarena, Adolis Garcia, and Tommy Edman, all drafted, brought up through the Cardinals.
Traded away for a jar of cookies.
Traded away for shit.
Nothing in return.
That's all these teams care about. Just like the Marlins. That's why.
That's how you make money now. That's how you win games there, guys. All right.
All you're doing is just trading for prospects. At least trade for draft picks.
All right. Now, I got a question here, and Tristan can't answer this. Jabari and Justin can, and Mike can too. We have Yankee Stadium behind us right now. Which stadium do you forget about the view in the background? Which stadium is better, Dodger Stadium or Tristan? You can't answer, or Yankee Stadium?
Yankees, but only because there's bound to be more home runs at Yankee Stadium.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, man, that's a tough one. Honestly, I don't know. I would honestly probably lean. I would probably lean towards the Dodgers.
Okay. Jabari, what do you think?
It's a more fair ballpark, kind of.
Yeah.
I
like the Dodgers ballpark. I just like the way it's shaped.
Yeah,
it just makes sense to my head.
Yeah, I mean, Yankee Stadium's historic and it's awesome, but
like one that isn't shaped fairly to me is the Astros. Minute Maid, I just hate that overhang. I don't know what it is about it. Like, I love the train. Don't get it. I love it. But I just hate that overhang that's on the left side.
The Crawford boxes.
Yeah, I hate them.
Lance Bergman made a living out of them Crawford boxes, man.
I'm sure.
Yeah. He remember the Hill?
I don't like
that. Yeah, and the Hill, yeah.
The Hill.
Justin, you and I once again agree. I'm Yankee Stadium.
Okay, yeah. If you want a home run derby, go to Yankee Stadium. But if you want a fair, competitive game, go to LA.
I think
one of the best people that hit it out is Stanton's home run, and you can't hit a home run out of Yankee Stadium.
Okay, all right.
I mean, if you remember that.
I'm going to give you your due, Tristan. You know what? You're flying high right now. You got a shot at a Stanley Cup and friggin' World Series championship. One thing you're not getting this year, you ain't getting no Super Bowl. The Saints suck.
Yeah, you're not getting a Super Bowl.
I mean, it just comes down to coaching. I mean, we have no quarterback. Spencer Rattler's dog shit. Everyone knows it. Olave's been mid all year. Taysom Hill is like one of the only players producing, or was.
He's hurt.
Exactly. That's why I said was at the end there. But
yeah,
I don't think Saints never had a fighting chance. Once they went 2-0, it just downhill slope.
Might as well put Taysom Hill as quarterback. That
literally, I don't know why they don't.
They tried that. Didn't they try that one of those seasons?
Yeah, they did.
He's pretty damn well.
He was trash.
He's trash.
They started out 2-0 because they played the Carolina Panthers and the Cowboys, who we've seen time and time again are just a letdown every time.
Yeah.
And so those were your first two games, and you beat the hell out of both of those teams, but so does everybody else, practically. You know, I mean, look at what's happened to Dallas. I mean, Detroit smoked them. Baltimore was smoking them, but they let them kind of get back in that and make it.
Given we did lose by field goal I think it was either 2 or 3 back-to-back weeks.
I am going to share my screen.
Yeah, they did.
The 5 of us are going to put together a little NBA money line parlay. You can take any of these games. Whoever wants to go first, speak up quickly. Take your time.
Celtics.
You turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey.
You beat me to that one.
I mean, if you want to take them, you can.
No, I'm kidding.
I was going to say, I'll take the Magic too. Paolo's been hooping.
That's who I was thinking. Yeah.
Paolo he's on his MVP campaign. If there was a season for him to prove he deserves to be in that MVP conversation, it's now. He's been absolutely ballistic beginning of the season.
Give me the Pelicans plus money. I'll take that against the Warriors.
Okay.
Did you watch the game last night?
Yeah.
Why?
Exactly. The more reason for them to come out today.
But they had no Steph last night, and they still won. They won by 22 with no Steph, by the way. Steph logged 0 minutes.
Brandon Ingram legacy game tonight. He
had 30. Zion had 30. Nobody else on the team scored more than 10.
Yeah.
They're going to get it. That's what I'm going with. That's my pick. That's who I think.
All right.
I will not be putting that on mine.
Hey, you watch now. They're going to win.
Hopefully for you.
For my mental stability.
I'll take the Sixers.
Okay. Yeah, probably not a bad one there.
Justin, you in here?
Yeah, I was gonna pick the Sixers, but
we're thinking alike too much, huh?
Yeah, we're on a lot of the same ones.
I guess that is a good thing in a way. Give me did you put the Hawks in there?
No.
Okay, you made the Hawks money line.
All right.
Because the Wizards are trash.
That is true. Let me see where we're at here. I got to switch this. Bear with me a second. All right, Mike, you're last.
Oh, shoot. It is my turn.
You got
I know where he's going.
What do we have so far?
We've got the Celtics. We've got the Pelicans. Got the Sixers and the Hawks.
Okay, so we didn't. I was gonna say Orlando. Yeah, that's where I was wanting to go anyway when we were talking about Boston or Orlando. Yeah, give me Orlando.
All right, let me see what this looks like.
I thought you already added it for me.
Guess I'm the only one going with plus odds here.
Yeah, you beat the one.
Yep, you got it, bud. You get a star forever.
You're all on your own, buddy.
Boy, what if they come through though, man?
Well, I'm gonna give you all of you guys shit for it.
That's fair. But you better hope they win.
What if they're the only?
I know. I'm gonna hear it from you, Barry.
You said, what if they're the only one? Impossible.
Hawks are down 3 starters.
Who?
I don't know. That's what PhD
Let me check.
said.
Yeah.
But the Wizards are down 3 starters. They're down Malcolm Brogdon, Kyle Kuzma, Sadiq Bey. And then the Hawks are down DeAndre Hunter, Bogdan, and but Dyson doesn't start. So
it'd be a horrible game.
Yeah, it's probably
Hawks are fine. Yeah, Hawks are fine to win that though. I think they just lost to the Wizards anyway, so I don't think they lose 2 in a row to the Wizards.
So how many of you guys would pick the Sixers tonight? By the way,
I would. I'd ride Philadelphia.
I would not.
Okay,
Ooh.
why?
Sorry.
Just to win the game.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I just don't think the Sixers pull this out. Detroit actually has been playing a lot of close games lately.
Okay.
It's not like they've been in past years. Like past years, they've getting blown out. Lost by 6 in one, lost by 6 in another, lost in 12 by another. So, and then they lost to 8. They lost by 8 to the Miami team. So it's not like they're getting blown out by 20s and 30s. And Philly really hasn't shown me anything, really.
But they're still losing, no, right?
Who?
Detroit?
Yeah,
Detroit. They're still losing, right?
I mean, a crappy team strikes every now and again. The White Sox did.
Right. Well, I'm just trying to go with the majority here, and maybe
it's in Philadelphia. If this was in Detroit, maybe I would maybe be backing Detroit, not on the road. They're never good on the road. I mean, they're never good anywhere. It seems.
Because I was trying to decide whether I was going to hammer that game tonight.
Hammer?
No, I wouldn't hammer it. No. I wouldn't hammer it.
Why not?
I'll put this. I'll get this to you, Bob. ESPN has it as a 52.5, 47.5 split.
Okay.
52.5 for Detroit, 47.5 for Philadelphia.
Okay. All right. But you and I have been on the opposite ends of bets, and every time we have, I've won. So
that's fair.
Whoa,
that's fair.
You'd be keeping receipts.
But remember,
over here.
That's gonna change one day.
I think the Heat beat the Knicks tonight.
Yeah, Celtics are gonna blow out the Pacers. They're going back to back this year. It's not a team that can stop them. Who's gonna stop them? Especially nobody.
Nobody. You finally you were on that. You're on that Jason Tatum bandwagon, ain't you? Celtics bandwagon. You're there with us.
No bandwagon. But I do think he's playing a lot freer this year. It doesn't look like he has that pressure of needing a championship anymore. He's out there hooping now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That makes sense.
Yep.
Lakers. PhD says
baby.
Lakers.
Yeah. JJ Redick's got them well oiled. Pause.
Did I read what I read? That Redick yelled out to LeBron, shoot the fucking ball?
He probably did.
I love it that he's willing to say that to the king.
Yeah, that's his coach.
Well, JJ Redick is willing to do a lot of things to yell out. We'll talk about it off the air, but yeah, is right.
Oh, not good.
Not good. Yeah.
Okay.
He told Justin, "Your bets fucking suck." That's what he told Justin on the sideline when he was at an LA game.
No, I was courtside for a Lakers game one time, but that was in 2020. That was not recently.
Was that during the pandemic?
It's just before.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, were you one of them cardboard cutouts?
That was stupid, in my opinion.
I know it was, but
so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, they just had cardboard cutouts.
I got to go on that because I'm ending on a friggin' high note there, baby. I got one up on you big time there. You know that, don't you? The Stanley Cup Finals that year in the bubble.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Bob.
I think I saw you at the Stanley Cup Finals that year in the bubble. You were eating popcorn.
Like Mike says, your dial-up internet.
Yeah. I can't. It was not me. I can't eat popcorn.
Okay. Whatever, man. Nobody knows that. There was a dude that looked just like he was a cardboard cutout of you. See you later, folks.